Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So I am sitting in Noah's room right now. It's been a long day, but I wanted to share with you some things that I feel like most pregnant women don't necessarily talk about. I don't know. I mean, I don't do a whole bunch of research online in terms of like what to expect out of pregnancy because I feel like everyone's experience is a little bit different. But there's certainly some things that I've noticed this time that I wanted to share. We said we would be raw, so it's going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly, I guess. So stay tuned. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Things that pregnant women do not talk about. Well, maybe some of them do, but these are my things that I feel like I didn't necessarily hear about prior to being pregnant. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing, I have to get this off my chest. I'm pretty far along at this point, and I've noticed, which I did notice this the first time, that I feel a little bit more clumsy these days. So when I'm eating, I feel like I like drop stuff on myself, or I don't know, like I'll have a robe on. I'll have like sauce on my robe or something on my shirt constantly. So I'm constantly like checking. I think it's the whole belly thing because I'm not used to having basically kind of like this basketball sitting in front of me. So like when I eat, I'm not as close to the table as I normally am. And so it just causes for accidents. I don't know. I don't know. If that's been your experience when you've been pregnant, please comment because I don't want to feel like I'm on an island with this one, but it's something that I have noticed. Okay, so the next thing is I noticed that I have like, well, I would say early on, like body odor, which I will say after having the twins, my body's chemistry must have like changed because I could go like, okay, this is really getting deep, but I could go like days and days and days. Well, maybe not like days and days and days, but maybe like a couple days without showering. And now I've noticed that's not the case at all. So it must be like the hormonal changes or something, but I do find myself like, okay, did I shower today? Did I put on deodorant today? Sometimes I'll do like an extra wash up or something, which has never been my reality. So I think that things have calmed down as my pregnancy has progressed. But it's definitely something that I've noticed that I don't absolutely love. So that's another thing. Again, my experience, everybody's experience is different, but I feel like that's something that I never really talked to anyone about. So I'm sharing it with you just in case it's helpful. The other thing that I would say with this pregnancy, so my last pregnancy too, so like my neck, you can kind of see it, but my neck changes colors. My neck got dark and there's like certain parts of my legs that got dark. And then I also noticed that I have like these dark bumps like on my legs. So they're not anything extreme. It's not like, it doesn't look like a rash or anything all over my body, but it's something that's definitely there. And I feel like it's only come during pregnancy. So skin changes for sure, at least for me. It's been a part of the process. And you know, it's fine. I'm just going with it. And you know, it's kind of one of those things like it is what it is. But again, I feel like in the limited things that I did read about pregnancy, those things were never mentioned. So, if you have not been pregnant before, you might feel like this sounds like, wow, I don't know if I ever want to be pregnant. But again, these are my experiences. I will say one upside though is my drive, I'll put it. That has definitely been something that has been a great experience for Larry and I. So, I mean, that's one thing that has changed in a positive way. Not that it was lacking before. Okay, I really am letting you in on my life right now. I would just say like the drive is just kind of like crazy. So that's that. So one thing that I'll also say that I struggle with is shaving at this point. So I wasn't really prepared for the fact that it's challenging to shave anywhere besides my underarms. So I did talk to my doctor about getting waxed, and he said that that whole area in general is a lot more sensitive. So it's probably not that great of idea to start getting waxed. And I just basically deal with it. And then I would say after pregnancy, one of the things that really does change is your personal time. You may or may not hear like jokes about how, like you don't get any time by yourself, or you like sneak into the bathroom and all of that. But I will say that that is definitely confirmed. I know that with my first pregnancy, it was just like, nothing quite was as good as being with mommy. And so as much as Larry tried to help and like calm and soothe the children in certain instances, there were a lot of times where they didn't want anyone but me. So that is that is certainly an adjustment. It's beautiful. You feel very what's the word? Not humbled, but you feel very like, oh, that's really sweet. They really want their mommy. But literally that time pretty much like goes away. You don't really have any privacy necessarily unless you like the kids are gone or something like that. And going to the bathroom, even as time has evolved, there's not really very many private moments in there. I mean, at this point, my kids are old enough to know that you don't come into the bathroom when the door is shut, but that doesn't prevent them from knocking and, mommy, I need this, mommy, I need that. Motherhood is like a selfless experience where you pretty much give everything of yourself to your family. And it's beautiful. I mean, it might seem like, wow, why would anyone ever want to go through that? But it truly is a beautiful experience. And I'm so grateful that God created me to be the woman that I am and to be able to reproduce and, have a family that needs me. And so I guess I was kind of joking a little bit in terms of some of the things that the pregnant women don't talk about, while they're true and they've been my experience. The benefits and the beauty of it far outweigh the temporary kind of experiences that you have going through pregnancy, and even maybe dealing with postpartum and things like that, which fortunately I'm so thankful I didn't really deal with postpartum at all. But those are some of the things that I just wanted to get on really quick and update you guys about. If it was something that you just were always curious about, well, now you know. And if I'm making funny faces it's because I feel really nauseous right now. So my nausea has tried to come back. It was kind of under control for a little while, and then now I feel like recently it's just been a little bit all over the place, and even my eating habits have been a little bit all over the place. So I gotta work on getting those back under control. So if you see me looking kind of funny, that's the only reason why. But other than that, those are some things that I wanted to share with you as far as things that pregnant women don't really talk about, or maybe they aren't as glamorous, that you maybe never heard before. So that's about it for this episode. Please share your comments. What are some things that you guys, if you have had children or, have been pregnant, what are some things that you've experienced that you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that? We would love to hear from you. As always, like, subscribe if you're enjoying, share this with someone who it might be helpful for. And until next time, that's about it for now. So thank you so much for tuning in and humoring me, I guess, for this episode. And we will catch you next week.